I said, you're about to blow my mind, think that you should back away. She said, these niggas switching sides. I said, bitches playing games. I got a lot up on my mind, that's why I be overweight. She said, yeah, but you know I'm tryna know.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back for today's video. Guys, before we start today's video, which is another story time on the channel, I'd really appreciate if we leave a like and subscribe. Guys, the buttons are right down below. And again, we're gonna try to grow this shit as a family every single day possible. Guys, I'm really enjoying doing these videos. I hope all you guys are staying safe. And I don't know, we're gonna push through, try to get through this thing. And the summer's beginning. So again, congratulations to all you guys who are graduating or who have already graduated this year. But guys, with all that being said, let's just dive right into today's story time. Let's do it. So guys, today's story time actually took place literally 2 days ago, right? And it was on Sunday night, and I was gonna have a date night, right? So I had this girl over and everything, and bro, we were gonna vibe, right? So this is not gonna be like a very long story time, nothing like that. I'll try to stretch it out as much as I can. But anyway, yeah, so this girl and I were, bro, first off, I had a long ass Sunday, right? If you watched my previous video, I talked a little bit about it when I put the video out on Sunday. Yo, I had a long ass night, right? And when I actually finally got back to my apartment, I was gonna hang out with this girl, but we were hanging out at like 12, right? So it was gonna be like a late day night. She was gonna come over and vibe, right? So I pick her up or whatever, and we're coming back to my place, and I was like, oh, you wanna watch like Netflix or something? She's like, whatever. So now we all know, right? Date night with Netflix, right? I'm not gonna get too far into it, because this is YouTube. But anyway, yo, never in my wildest dreams did I believe that my ex would come back into my life and ruin something, right? Now, luckily everything later on in the night worked out, like it finally started working. But yo, so little background. Way back when I used to date my ex, right? First off, we haven't talked in months, and I love it, right? Like, I love it. It was the best thing for me, and fuck it, it was probably the best thing for her. But yo, we haven't talked in months, right? And I'm so glad that she stopped calling me and everything, right? And that I finally stopped calling her, right? But yo, I think the last time we talked was like January or February, like really talked, right? Some shit like that. Maybe like beginning of March. Nah, it's gotta be February, right? But anyway, way back when we used to date, I gave her my Netflix code password, right? So she had all that, and she was watching under my name on the Netflix account. Because you know on Netflix how you can put the different names, right? You can have like your mom, your dad, your sister, your name, whatever, like different categories on Netflix with the little pictures. So she would always watch under my thing, right? Now, I've let it go, right? Like, I totally forgot that she's had it. Because under our Netflix account, I watch under the thing called documentaries, right? Like, that's how I named my profile. And she watches under my name. Because I never wanted my parents to know that I gave her the password, right? Like, this was way back. Now I don't really care. Like, I gotta go into the account and get that shit back, right? So, anyway, yeah. So, they have the password. She had the password. Granted, I gave it to her at the time. I didn't give it to her whole family to use. I gave it to her. Now, this bitch decided to give it to her family. And her family uses it on all their different devices. And like all of them. One is using it, the brother's using it on the Xbox One. She's using it on like a web browser or some shit. They have it on their smart TV and all that. Now, I didn't really give a fuck, right? It hasn't really affected me until this moment, and I didn't think it would, right? So I'm chilling right here on my couch with this girl, right? It's like 12:30, bro. And we're both sitting there vibing. I was like, oh, you wanna watch Netflix? So I grabbed the remote, I hit the Netflix button right there, and I'm like, all right, let's vibe, right? And she's like, do you want to watch All American? Again, don't mind that. That's just me doing laundry again. But I was like, you want to watch All American? Because that's like what she's watching, right? Now, I already watched All American. By the way, it's a great show. It's like really easy to connect to the show. It's kind of weird, right? But anyway, I was like, yo, like we can watch this or whatever. Like, I don't care. So I think we're on like episode 4 or some shit like that, right? Now, I wasn't gonna watch under my thing, Adam, on there, because her family uses that. So I went under documentaries. Now, this is the first time this has happened. And if you know, if multiple users are on the same account at the same time, Netflix won't work. Like, it won't let you watch something because too many people are active on it, right? So I didn't know. And I click All American, and it's loading, it hits 99%, and then boom, this thing popped up on the screen. Yeah, as you can see what it says there. So my sister was watching, right? Which obviously I have no problem. She can be on it, right? And then you can see the other 3 on there watching were all of her family members on different devices using my account. And I was like, bruh. And the person next to me, who I was with, was like looking over at me. They're like, what is this? I was like, bro, this is gonna sound really weird, right? But so way back, and I had to give her the whole story, right? I was like, listen, this was my ex-girlfriend. I gave her the password at one time, and luckily the girl I was with, she was cool with it, right? Like, she didn't really give a fuck. And so she's like, I don't remember if she said it or I said it, but I was like, oh, let me just text her. I haven't talked to her in months. Like, let me just tell her to like get her family off of Netflix, right, for a little bit, right? So I pull up Netflix, right? I mean, not Netflix. I pull up to text her, right? I text her. Now, granted, she never responded. I didn't think she would respond. I just hoped that she would see it and maybe herself hop off of it, right? And like, so I sent it. I'm not trying to have a conversation with this bitch or anything, right? And it must have worked. But I also texted her mom, right? Because she saw it in my phone, so I was like, oh, let me just text her mom. So I texted her mom. I was like, yo, it's very crucial at this particular moment that someone get off of Netflix, right? Because in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm trying to vibe. Like, bro, I haven't like had a date night in mad long, right? Because of quarantine and shit. So it worked after like 10 minutes. Someone must have fucking gotten off. I don't know if it was my sister or whoever, but it finally started working and we continued to watch, right? So at that moment I was like, oh, all right, bet. Like, thank God, you know what I'm saying? And luckily the person I was with was chilling. They were cool with it. So I wasn't really worried about it, right? I was like, whatever, like, this is cool. Yo, another thing pertaining to the ex-girlfriend. Now, I don't really like using these videos and titles, like ex-girlfriend, this and the other, but whatever. This video came up, so I'm gonna do it, right? Yo, so a while back, I said to her, when we were still chatting, right? I'm not saying we're talking like flirting, no, we were just chatting. I said to her, I was like, yo, like, you got upset that I like used you in a video or whatever, even though I didn't use her name, right? So I said, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna use you in another video. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Shit almost ruined my night. So I'm not gonna even say recently, but I got TikTok, I think beginning of April or end of March, right? Now, you know how you have the FYP page or For You page? Yo, tell me how almost every time she posts something, it comes up on my For You page. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to watch this cringy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like no offense to her or anything, but bro, TikTok, you're fucking around. I don't need you having her up on my For You page. How the fuck do you even know that, right? Like, and I don't go through and watch her shit and stalk it, right? But tell me, I'm flipping through, and in the first couple things, anytime she posts, that shit pops up, right? So I need to go in there and do something. That shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, TikTok, stop doing that shit. And yeah, it's just like, bro, I ain't trying to watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that shit. Anyway, guys, that's basically gonna end today's video. This was just a fucking short story time. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Guys, the buttons are right down below. And as usual, we're gonna try to grow this shit as a family every single day possible. Yeah, really just try to stay safe out here. And yeah, summer's starting, which means I know a lot of people are gonna be traveling, getting out, doing this and the other. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be traveling and doing shit yet. I'm not really sure yet. We're gonna figure it out on the fly, but I'm gonna definitely keep you guys tuned in on what I'm doing. But again, sorry that I used you in this video. You know who you are. Fuck it, it had to be done. I didn't use your name. But anyway, guys, that's gonna end today's video. I'll see all you guys in the next one. My name is Adam. This is A&M Vlogs. I'll see all you guys in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.